Hi, my name's Emma van Straaten and my debut novel, This Immaculate Body, is out now. It's the story of Alice, a misanthropic young woman who becomes obsessed by the man whose flat she cleans despite never having met him. Every week she goes to his flat, she looks in his fridge, she dusts the books on his bedside table, she looks in his bathroom bin, and she falls more and more in love with him and believes they're destined to be together. She decides it's time that they should finally meet. Will it go well? Probably not. It is written in quite an intense first-person perspective, and we are thoroughly absorbed in kind of the dark mind of Alice's worldview. But it's also got elements of slow burn thriller and encompasses themes of race, class, gender, body image and shame. Essentially, it's quite a dark novel about someone who feels trapped in their own mind, the expectations of society and their body. But I hope it's funny and darkly witty too, and entertaining. I'm here in Waterstones, Piccadilly, and I'm about to show you 3 books that inspired my own. The first is Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders, and I recommend this book to everyone, and without fail, people text me within 10 pages saying, "What have you made me read?" He's so playful with form, and it's a host of voices that trickle through. And I love the fact that every single voice he uses is completely idiosyncratic and its own and recognisable. I love this in terms of my own book because the way we understand the story and its narrative isn't through the twists and turns of the plot or kind of some authorial voice telling us about what's going on, but the fact that we're seeing the action through warped perspectives. And I really love that idea and hope to show my own warped perspective through my own book. My second book is Eileen by Ottessa Moshfegh. And I always count Ottessa Moshfegh as the queen of what I call the gross girlies literary trend. I know it's also called weird girl lit, but I prefer gross because it involves kind of bodily functions as well as mental disorder. And so I read this in my mid-20s and I absolutely loved the fact that Eileen, the protagonist, is unapologetically disgusting and just disaffected and strange and unpleasant. And she has no kind of spoiler, like kind of arc really, beyond staying exactly as she is. And this unlikability, I just loved it, and I wanted to create my own unlikable character and hope that they resonated with people as Eileen resonated with me. For my final book, I've chosen Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I have loved this book forever, ever since I studied it at school, and I hope it's not sacrilegious to say I think the Bronte sisters are the forerunners of the weird girl lit trend. I basically called my manuscript Heartstring for many years because a conceit I stole directly from Jane Eyre had made its way into the text. Alice, my protagonist, believes that she and Tom are connected by the cord of communion in their hearts. It's physically painful, she can feel it kind of tugging at her heart, and believes that they're connected by this kind of destiny. And this is, of course, straight from the pages of Jane Eyre. Mr. Rochester and Jane are connected to each other, and I loved this idea that love was kind of physical as well as mental and kind of painful at that.